Hello everyone, Ben here from 𝙋𝙊𝙍𝙍𝙍. I hope you're well. In today's episode, I want to talk about a common problem that I think absolutely everyone in the gaming space is enduring right now, and that is we are force-fed so many games online through all these different mediums, whether it be the stream of Nintendo games, a stream of Xbox games, a stream of PC games. It could be anything, or it could be like me, with an enormous back catalogue of games that half of these, maybe more than half of these, I haven't even played, let alone finished. And it's bothered me for a long time because I feel so overwhelmed. I open up Steam, I look at my Steam library, I think, oh, there's so much I need to go through. But wait, I think I have the solution. And if you stick around, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to diet your gaming list down and give you a good fighting chance to get through the backlog. So the first thing you have to understand is it's fine. It's fine. You have all these games in your backlog. You can stress about it. They still exist. You've purchased them. We just need to go through them. So one of the things I'm doing personally is I'm picking, so because this is a portable gaming channel, I'm talking mostly about handheld games here. I'm taking one of my handhelds every month. So this month it's going to be the 2DS XL, but it could have easily been a PSP Vita. With my 2DS XL, I'm taking Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, and I'm also taking 𝙋𝙊𝙍𝙍𝙍𝙍. Now, 𝙋𝙊𝙍𝙍𝙍𝙍 Revolt is a card game. Pokemon Sun and Moon is an RPG, monster-catching Pokemon game. They're quite different, and the reason is that if I fatigue on one, I'll play the other. Now, how this will work is I'll take one platform, so my 2DS XL, and for the next 30 days, well, from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, I will only use this as the handheld that I use. This will be my daily driver, and I will only play one of those two games. If I finish them, fair enough. If I don't, that's up to me on the next month whether I want to carry on or switch. But my plan is, so this is for March. On April, I'm going to switch to a different handheld and two different games. And I'm going to rinse and repeat. This will let me get through my different handhelds that are not getting so much love. And this will let me get through my back catalogue of games that is getting quite frankly insane. And I think that's the right approach because you're going to keep adding games. You're going to keep buying games. But we need to work out what's actually important, right? You've spent this money on a game. We can't go back in time and get money back from those games unless you want to sell your old games that you just don't think you're going to have time to play. And on the secondary market, that's an option too. For the sake of saying you want to actually play these games, the correct move is going to be dieting properly, right? Feeding yourself the games that matter most to you, that give you the most gaming nutrients, that are going to fill your gaming belly. If you want to join me in this endeavor, please put in your description what handheld or console or platform you're going to be playing and what two games you're going to pick. I'd love to hear your choices on the games that you're going to pick. Or even if you're not going to do this and you just think, oh, what games would I pick? I'd love to hear that. Put those in the comments. I'll read them for sure. Because the backlog is only ever going to get bigger. Take it from someone who's, older. Your backlog just gets bigger if you keep playing games. Here's another little thing I would try. I would go into so let's just pretend you're like me, you have a bunch of physical games, right? Here. If you had to go through them and say, out of the games you haven't played, if they were all going to get sold, which two would you keep? And if that's an easy decision, they're the two you should play first. Play those. Get those out of the way. Enjoy them. Or, that's what you got them there for. To play. Play them. Enjoy them.
Pixel.
The next tip that I'm going to give you is pretty obvious, and that is just don't buy new games. As in, don't buy things on launch. And here's my reasons why. I know that if everyone did this would be a disaster, but we're just going to assume that my tiny channel isn't going to influence everyone on the planet to just simply do this. But if you buy a game on launch, you are paying full price for that game. You do not know if that game is actually going to be good. And it's another game that's just pushing down your backlog list or just going into the backlog. So my suggestion would be, unless it's a game you absolutely know you're going to love, you absolutely know it's going to be worth the money, and you absolutely want to play it on release, I wouldn't buy it. I would wait until it's on sale. and I'd wait until you have where you think you might have the time to actually play it, because that's another factor, right? What's the point in spending $50, $60 on a game if it's just gonna sit in your Steam library and not be played? It's just a waste of money. You know, you could have done something else for those $50, $60. You could have got out with some friends and had a nice evening or something. I don't know. I guess just be a bit more mindful of how not only when you buy a game, it's even worse with Steam, because with Steam or with digital purchases, so maybe you buy your games on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or whatever, when they're not physical and they don't take up the physical space that you can see the mistakes you've made, you know, like I've got a whole shelf here that I'm gonna have to go through. When they're digital, they vanish. They go into your library and whoop, they just become another number. Your money's gone. You haven't got anything for that money, and all you've done is build up your backlog. If you have better ideas on a solution, I would love to hear them. They don't even have to be better. I just want to hear your ideas in general. Put them in the comments below, and I'll make sure to read them. And yeah, so this is my solution to the crippling backlog that I think all gamers are experiencing right now. There are too many games. There's not enough time. You know, we're busy people. So you're going to have to prioritize. You're going to have to work out a hierarchy of like, what's the best games that you have that you haven't played, and play them. That's my task to you. Play one of your backlog games. Okay? If you do that, put in the comments backlog, and I'll write something funny in response to it. Okay? Hey, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you really like the video, make sure to hit subscribe so you can get more content like this every week. Okay, I gotta go because I still have more Monster Hunter Wilds to play, because I've almost finished it, and I'm desperately trying to finish it, because then I can actually get on to getting through some of this mess behind me, some of this backlog, because it's getting out of hand, and I need help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.